What's up, everybody? Superworks fan here for another little quick drive video. So we're at the Hoover Dam here. I'm here with Jason from Engineering Explained.
What's up?
I'm sure all you guys know him already, but if you don't, for whatever crazy reason, definitely go give him a subscribe and a follow. He does all the technical stuff that I don't have the intelligence to understand or explain, and so he's great with giving all those technical details. And he also does some really cool car reviews too from time to time as well. So, but anyway, yeah, we are at the Hoover Dam here for part of this SEMA road trip that we went on here with the Garage Monkey guys. And so I'm in the Jeep Cherokee SRT, and I know so many of you have been requesting me to review an SRT, and I don't have a chance to do a full-on review, but I wanted to at least give you guys some of my thoughts here of driving around in the Cherokee here. And we're on some fairly low speed limit roads here, so I can't get on it just yet.
And at a dam where there's cops everywhere.
Yeah, and all kinds of federal agents ready to shoot us down. But we've actually been driving these cars for the entire week, so I already have plenty of driving impressions here off camera that I can give you guys about this. And so I mean, they've been doing these Jeeps here for a few years now, and it's a really cool thing. 475 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque, which gets this thing up and going pretty well. About 4.8 seconds 0 to 60.
Wow,
and
4.8.
That's what they said, at least according to my source. Yeah, so it's pretty impressive. I mean, because this thing weighs 5,100 pounds, they're saying. So it's a heavy beast, but it gets up and goes pretty well. That all-wheel drive system helps, I'm sure, with all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and it handles pretty well. So we actually went up even through Angela's Crest the other day, and I wasn't personally driving, I was riding shotgun. But I mean, even on those super windy roads, I mean, this thing really kept up well. I mean,
it was solid. I was driving it on that road, and yeah, it does do pretty well. It's on some pretty fat summer tires. Like, I think it may have the widest tires here, and we've got like Challengers and Chargers, so it's interesting how we're in a parking lot here.
Just forced us into a parking lot. I thought this road continued, but I guess not. But yeah, so I mean, we were chasing around Challengers and Chargers and stuff, which again aren't Lotus Elise as far as handling class goes. But we're still, it's a very impressive thing. I remember even back in the day, the first generation SRTs, those things were keeping up with WRX STIs around the racetrack, in the corners and whatnot. So I mean, these things hold their own pretty well, and I think anyone that owns one, everyone I've talked to that has these is always very passionate about them and absolutely loves them. And so I think that's why they've stuck around, even though they've killed off, the 300 SRT8 and stuff like that. It's awesome they've kept these around. And this isn't the ultimate level, because we know they're going to have a Trackhawk model with the Hellcat engine in it,
6.2,
and then this thing's going to be really, really epic.
I tried out. Were you in the car when we tried out the launch control?
Yeah, okay, I was there.
We did try it out, and I mean, it was quick for sure.
Yeah.
It's got these sticky summer tires, the 6.4 liter V8 with push rods. One of the cool things that I was just looking in, because I'm going to be hopping in the Challenger soon, and it's the same engine for the Shaker Challenger, but they have sodium inside of the exhaust valves, and so what that does is it takes away the heat from the head of the exhaust valve, keeps it cooler, which is ideal for combustion. And you've also got hollow intake valves, so that's just done so you have less reciprocating mass. You don't get the valve float, which is like kind of the limiting factor of pushrod engines. Is eventually those pushrods have so much weight that you can't rev high. I mean, you can see the red lines at about 6,000, but ways you can improve that, one of them is with the hollow intake valve. So it's a cool thing that they do, and it's been fun. I mean, I've been calling this the party bus, because you pack everybody in here, and it's a great road trip vehicle. We've been going long distances and just hanging out in here, and it's comfortable for everybody. You've got screens in the back, HDMI input,
Blu-ray players.
Yeah. Thank you to whoever started putting in HDMI stuff, because all these red, white, and yellow, I don't know if there's a soul alive that uses them, and you see them in everything. And it's like, do people still bring in DVD players and plug them in?
Yeah, they want to play their PS2s and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
So it's cool.
But yeah, I mean, it is really nice in here too. I mean, it's your standard Jeep Grand Cherokee. There's little bits of carbon fiber that may or may not be real, and other things. But it looks really cool. You got a steering wheel here out of all the other SRT Challengers and stuff. Nice big paddle shifters here, flat little bottom to the wheel, all kinds of beefy bolstering going on in the midpoints of the wheel here. Makes it feel substantial. And you have these great digital gauges. Well, I guess I should say partially digital gauges, because the ones on the right and the left are analog. We do have that nice digital talk, which gives you all the great integration you get with all the other, I guess the Uconnect stuff here that you can also mirror on here with your performance data and all that kind of stuff that you can play around with. And but yeah, so I mean, it's a really nice thing, and it's very comfortable comfortable too. That's the thing. It's like he was saying, we just loaded everyone up in here, and it's very capable, but yet still very, very comfortable. So it really is the best of both worlds. I mean, this doesn't come cheap. This one that we're driving in, stickers for $75,000 bucks.
That's a lot.
So I mean, at that price point, you are looking at stuff like Range Rover Sports and all those kind of things, which are also quick, very luxurious and whatnot. And so, there's definitely some challengers there, no pun intended, to this car. But yeah, it's still a very, very impressive thing. And I think that Trackhawk is going to rewrite SUV performance.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, that's really it. As we're like driving through pedestrian traffic, you can see it's a very thrilling drive. I apologize,
it's the Hoover Dam, everybody.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet though. By the way, if you've never come to check this out, definitely it's worth checking out.
It is awesome.
It was only like an hour drive from Vegas here.
About, 50 minutes, and this was built in the 30s, which is crazy to think, or 20s was it?
30s, yeah. 30s, I think like 31 to 35. They said they were building it. And
they haven't used the spillover since 1983, so if you live on the West Coast, just stop using water completely.
Completely.
Unfortunate, unless you're up in Oregon where it rains all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, this thing is very, very fun here. We'll see if we can get a little bit of space to do a quick little reaction at some point here to end the video for you guys.
Super Ducks fan move.
Yep.
Do we have any?
We got one van behind us.
Oh, there is. I was just seeing if there was any police behind us.
Just put this into manual, we'll go to first gear, and here we go.
Wow!
There we go.
That was actually more than I was expecting. That was quick. Got slammed there.
Yeah, that's the great thing. Is these are all really geared aggressively.
Yeah.
The Challenger's the same way, where it just like first gear is useless in a Challenger.
Is this the 8-speed?
Yeah, it's
okay,
the 8-speed
so
automatic.
Got super aggressive first gear.
Right, which just makes it fun. I love that aggressive gearing. You were talking about that in your 2017 BRZ review, and it's just the more aggressive the gearing, the better off it is. I think, honestly.
Yeah, it's good fun.
It'll get a little sideways there, kick the back end down.
Oversteer, right on, in a Jeep.
Right, it's pretty gnarly. but yeah, so that's basically about it, guys. We got more and more traffic here. So, but I did want to give you my thoughts because, like I said, I've been driving this thing. We all have been driving all these for several days now, and so it's great.
When we asked the question to everyone of like, what was the car out of these 5? We've got the Challenger, the Charger, we've got the Durango, the Jeep SRT, and a Campania. We had the T-Rex and the V13R. When we asked everybody, which of these would you actually take home if you were told you had to keep it for a year, you couldn't sell it or anything like that? It was 458.
Yeah,
my decision was the Jeep SRT. I think Matt Myrick with Bust a Knuckle, he said the Jeep SRT. So a lot of people really have enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the best of both worlds. You have really a lot of the same fun as the Challenger.
Yeah, you really do.
Doors. Yeah,
because you're not going to be getting like super twisty in the Challenger.
Right. But yeah, so that's basically about it, guys. So thank you very much for watching. And of course, like I said, definitely go check out his channel if you haven't already.
Yeah, please do.
And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.